Long before man traced lines upon clay or dreamt of pyramids piercing the sky, a silent war raged above the stars, a dying world gasping for breath among cold winds of cosmic dust. That world, Nibiru, turned its great elliptical orbit once every 3,600 years, slipping unseen behind the sun. And in the darkness, its atmosphere wept away, strand by strand. Its kings, the Anunnaki, were master architects, wielders of knowledge so vast that humans would one day mistake it for divinity. But all their brilliance could not stop the slow death of their sky. Only one element could mend the wound: gold, rare, incorruptible, a perfect shield against solar radiation when ground fine and suspended high above a world's clouds. So their gaze fell upon a young blue planet rich in forests, beasts, rivers, and gold veins that slept like molten dragons under stone. They came not as conquerors, but as surgeons, carving earth's bones in silence. Beneath what is now a rock, under Africa's endless grasslands, in mountains whose secrets still rattle archaeologists awake at night there, they dug. Ancient open pits older than any known civilization whisper the truth. These were not the handiwork of wandering tribes with bone hammers, but precision quarries feeding an alien hunger. Yet even the Anunnaki, ageless in legend, had limits. The mining was relentless, the labor beneath Earth's crushing soil unforgiving. And so the Ajiji, their loyal workers' giant cousins in myth, rose up in defiance. No more, they thundered at Enlil, the enforcer of Nibiru's will. The tablets of Sumeria still speak of that revolt in dusty lines few can truly read. Faced with mutiny, Enki, the cunning scientist god, proposed a solution whispered through forbidden libraries even now: create a lesser hand, a creature to bear the burden. From the genes of the primitive hominid, strong but witless sand, the essence of the Anunnaki themselves, he birthed a new being, Adamu, man. Man did not know freedom in those first days. He knew only the shafts, the flicker of oil lamps on wet stone, the weight of gold ore in baskets slung across bent backs. They labored beneath South Africa's ancient hills, in mines that modern explorers still find pits so old they break history's neat timelines. As centuries crawled by, these children of clay and starlight multiplied, spreading like reeds on a river. They outgrew the tunnels and broke into the light, staring at the sun with eyes that carried Anunnaki fire and primal beast in equal measure. Legends say Enki took pity. He taught them farming, showed them how to read the stars and record their days on clay. And the gods, seeing man grow clever and restless, argued, could this new race, built for toil, one day rise up as the Ajiji did? To silence that fear, they unleashed floods, storms, purges hidden in myth as the Great Deluge. But each time, scraps of knowledge survived, seeds buried in the minds of shamans and kings. From Sumer to Egypt, from forgotten African dynasties to the Dogon who still speak of serious visitors, echoes of the Anunnaki linger like a ghost in our myths. Today, in vaults beneath city banks, gold still sleeps. In computer chips, on wedding bands, in satellites orbiting far above the blue marble, it lives, a sacred metal binding our everyday life to a truth we barely remember. Ask yourself, why gold? Why this soft metal, so scarce yet so worshipped? Why do nations hoard it? Why do empires fall chasing it? Because, deep in the genetic code of mankind, there remains a buried Covenantan echo of that first contract struck when Adamu lifted a pickaxe under the black alien sun. In dusty museums, you will find tablets no curator truly explains: kings kneeling before winged beings, hands extended not in prayer, but in tribute. Scholars mutter of myths, allegories, but look closer. In every tale, there is a spark of memory older than any book. Some say that, when Nibiru returns on its long cycle, the Anunnaki will descend once more to reclaim what was always theirs: our gold, our loyalty, perhaps our very bodies reborn as laborers for a new age. And if they do come back, will we bend the knee again? Or has the spark of rebellion first kindled by Ajiji, then stoked by ancient Adamu grown to bright decay once more? When you hold gold, remember, It is more than treasure. It is a link to the watchers in the dark, the architects who made mankind both servant and heir. A covenant forged in the deep earth, sealed in our blood, waiting quietly for the day the sky opens once again.